Halo Boboto, selamat datang di program terbaru dari PERSIB yang akan menceritakan tentang berita-berita terbaru hingga sisi lain dari luar lapangan yang belum pernah kita dengar. Dan tentunya hanya di PERSIB Podcast. Untuk episode pertama kali ini kita sudah terdatangan narasumber yang seru banget, yang pastinya spesial banget, yaitu Coach Robert Rene Albert. Dan tentunya seperti kita tahu bahwa Coach Robert ini secara ofisial sudah menjadi head coach dari PERSIB sejak 2019 lalu, dan beliau ini sudah menandatangani kontrak pada tanggal 4 Mei 2019 untuk menggantikan pelatih asal Montenegro yaitu Miljan Radovic. Beliau ini lahir di Amsterdam, Belanda pada tanggal 14 November tahun 1954. Seperti kita tahu juga, Coach Robert ini pernah main di Ajax Amsterdam dan juga di beberapa tim-tim lain di Belanda. Sementara saat menjadi coach, beliau juga pernah menjadi coach di Malaysia, Singapura, dan tentunya Indonesia. Beliau juga pernah mengangkat trofi dengan Kedah FA di Malaysia, Sarawak FC di Malaysia, di Home United Singapura, dan juga di Arema FC di Indonesia. Dan tentunya coach ini juga pernah mendapatkan gelar Best Coach di Malaysia dan juga Singapura, dan di Indonesia sendiri Coach Robert pernah menjadi Best Coach in Indonesia Soccer Championship 2016. Dan di musim keduanya pada PERSIB di 2020 ini pastinya Coach Robert juga berhasil menciptakan tim yang sangat kuat dan berhasil memenangkan 3 match pertama pada Liga 1 2020. Tapi sayangnya seperti kita tahu juga, karena kondisi pandemi juga jadinya terhalang dan juga tercancel dulu nih ambisi-ambisi yang luar biasa dari Coach Robert. Dan sekarang kira-kira apakah ambisi beliau dalam membawa dan juga menggiring Pangeran Biru untuk menjadi pemenang di Liga Indonesia akan berhasil? Kita langsung aja ngobrol sama Coach Robert. Halo Coach.
Hello.
Hello, you look so happy and bright. How are you, Coach?
I think I look bright because bule, huh? White guy.
Oh, I thought you look happy and bright because we will play football again this year. How do you feel about that?
Fantastic, finally. We all been waiting for that we can start training again and hopefully play the league also this year.
Wow, oke. Mungkin teman-teman di PERSIB juga nungguin, Bobotoh juga nungguin. Akhirnya tahun ini kita akan mulai lagi liga, akan mulai latihan lagi, akan mulai bertanding lagi pastinya ya, Bobotoh ya. Oke, how was your days with PERSIB? Are you enjoying your time in Bandung?
Yeah, very much.
Very much.
It's a joy to be here. It's very nice to live here. It is the best club definitely in Indonesia. One of the best in the region. The culture in Bandung is very good. The climate is good. Everything is good. I have no complaints at all.
Wow, oke. Pastinya Bobotoh ya, katanya kata Coach Robert, katanya Bandung itu climate-nya, iklimnya menyenangkan, orangnya menyenangkan, semuanya menyenangkan. Jadi no complaint of course ya. Dan pastinya kita juga seneng banget Coach bisa betah di Bandung dan seneng di Bandung. Oke, Coach, we are so glad to hear that. And also you came to PERSIB in 2019 and then 2020, and unfortunately we faced an obstacle called pandemic COVID-19 ya, Coach ya. And it made the competition stop as well. Are you maybe feeling a little bit disappointed about that?
Yeah, I do. You're right. 2019 we started to prepare the team for 2020, and we started off very well with 3 wins, and we were like in the mood to continue. And then we were told, okay, there will be a stop, but we will start again in July. Everybody accepted that, but then delayed again and delayed again and delayed again. And that is the thing that we also got so disappointed with, because everywhere in the world they play football.
Yeah.
But we didn't. And we still don't, whereas everywhere they play. So, like you asked me, I'm a little bit disappointed. Not a little bit, but
very much disappointed.
Very much, because we are the only country not playing football. And that is the disappointment.
Yeah, that's really sad. Pastinya Bobotoh ya, kita semua juga dari kemarin, dari 2019, Coach datang ke PERSIB, udah gitu 2020, udah persiapan dari 2019 untuk Liga, untuk bertanding 2020, tapi ternyata kondisi pandeminya juga memang tidak mengizinkan kita untuk bertanding dulu, karena mungkin di Indonesia beda sama di negara-negara lainnya, kita masih belum bisa agak menenang gitu ya keadaan COVID-nya. Jadi unfortunately kita masih harus belum bertanding dulu di tahun ini. Tapi semoga di tahun 2021 semuanya lebih baik lagi dan bisa mulai gas lagi, dan semua yang disiapin oleh Coach Robert dan juga teman-teman di Persib akan langsung digas lagi di tahun ini pastinya ya. Terus aku mungkin mau nanya nih ya, kita nanya ke Coach tentang tadi kan Coach udah ngebahas soal memenangkan 3 matches yang di tahun 2020. Jadi kita akan tanya langsung aja ya. You told us that you won all the 3 matches in 2020. If there is no pandemic, are you optimistic with the squad, with the formulation of the squad?
Yeah, I was very optimistic. I thought we had a good balance in the team. We got new players. We got very good local players as well, young players coming through. You could see that the team was in harmony. The team is a very good team in the dressing room, which is very important. And then on the field, you could see there was an energy, there was a drive, there was a belief. And now, of course, we have to start and looking at it again. So it's 2020 should have been a good year for us.
Of course, ya mudah-mudahan di tahun 2021 ini akan lebih baik lagi. Semua rencana yang kemarin ke-cancel di 2019, di 2020 semuanya akan digas lagi di 2021 pastinya. Dan karena kata Coach Robert sendiri bahwa formula skuad Persib tahun ini tuh udah matang banget dan udah harmonis banget untuk langsung memenangkan liganya kayak yang 3 kemarin di 2020 itu. Jadi akan dimenangkan lagi pastinya ya. Oke, next question. Many people say that you always made a great decision in transfer. Could you please share to us about the flow of PERSIB transfer, or maybe your secret about the transfer?
Well, in our part of the world, and I'm talking Southeast Asia with my experience there, if you want to be in the top of the leagues, your foreigners are so important. If you choose the right foreigners, they make a big impact in the team. And unfortunately, we can only have 4 foreigners. Mm-hmm. And 1 Asian out of the 4. Whereas in Europe, the market is wider, it's more open, you can have an influence of more players in your team. So the selection of the foreigners is really essential to the success of the team. For that, you need good contacts, because, you know, there's a big jungle out there in the world, and there's so many so-called, they call themselves agents, but from experience, I can say if you have 100 agents, there's maybe only less than 5 reliable that you can really work with and build on transparency. There's no hidden agendas, because many people, they only look for the money. My philosophy has been in this part of the world, because that is where we bring in the foreigners, that if you bring in quality, the success will come. And with that, the income will come also from the results. So it's very important that you scout, that you take time, that you're not too rushy into it. And I think this time with a man like Nick Kuipers, and we had Omid before, and then we had Luis and Geoffrey, all players with a good status, but also good personalities. We scout not only for the player on the field, we do our checkups, we talk with coaches they have been with, we talk with players they have played with, we talk with people in the clubs they have been with. So we get an all-round clear picture, what is the player and the person, because they must fit into our culture in, say now, Indonesia, and now in PERSIB, which is different again than another club in Indonesia. And if we succeed with bringing in the right quality and the right personalities, then you are on the way to have a winning team.
I see. Jadi gitu ternyata Boboto rahasianya kenapa Coach Robert ini selalu punya decision yang, punya pilihan yang baik dalam transfer itu, karena memang nggak cuma dilihat dari skillnya aja, karena Coach Robert itu dalam mencari pemain pastinya, terutama pemain yang dari luar, itu tuh beneran nggak buru-buru, beneran dicari personality-nya atau kepribadian yang baik. Kualitas permainannya juga pastinya harus dicari dulu juga dengan yang paling baik. Udah gitu dicari yang paling pas dengan mungkin kulturnya Persib juga dan Indonesia. Jadi beneran bukan proses yang buru-buru dan juga bukan proses yang mudah juga. Jadi emang beneran ada banyak banget pertimbangan yang Coach Robert lakukan dan juga lihat untuk mencari pemain-pemain yang tepat untuk Persib ini, dan semoga pastinya akan langsung menjadikan skuad Persib juga semakin kuat lagi. Also, I want to ask you about the transfer flow. Is it up to you, and then you give the names to the management, or?
This is another interesting question because it is also different in from club to club, and a lot of experience with that also. That I just actually wanted to add that to the previous one. That we have one problem when we look for players, and it's a big problem, and that is we don't pay transfer fees. If you go out in Europe, example, and I want that player or that player, the other club will say, you can get him, but so much and so much. If we go out and we look for players of that level, there's no money to buy them. So we must always look for players that can come for free. And that is another big issue because it makes it more difficult. Normally, players that are free are not the players really wanted by the other clubs. So it makes it more difficult to do the background checkup. Why are they free? Why are they not playing for a team? And if they play for a team, why does the team don't give them a longer contract? So when we look for this in this part of the world, I come to clubs and they say, these and these players, the management already want. I say, wow, but these players don't fit into the philosophy that we have to bring up a team. So in PERSIB, we got the free hands. We look for players, we scout for players. I give them to the management, which is in principle Teddy, the director, and he will look at the budget. If it is a yes, we continue. If it is a no, too expensive, that's it. Because we work in PERSIB with a strict budget. And that is also the strength of PERSIB Bandung. There's a very well financial management behind it, which is very positive for us because we know exactly at what level we can look. I want to have a play of that level, but the club says no, cannot, because that is too expensive for us. So we have to look at different categories of players.
I see. Jadi ternyata Bobotoh tiap negara tuh beda-beda, tiap klub juga beda-beda. Yang maksudnya bursa transfernya kayak gimana, dan di PERSIB ini memang nanti Coach Robert akan mencari nama-namanya, akan diserahin ke manajemennya, lalu akan disortir lagi kira-kira mana yang cocok sama iklim PERSIB, mana yang cocok sama kulturnya PERSIB, mana yang cocok dengan budgetnya PERSIB juga. Jadi memang benar-benar dari manajemennya juga memang benar sangat-sangat memilih juga untuk bursa transfer ini. Jadi mungkin makanya itu juga adalah alasannya kenapa Coach Robert dan juga PERSIB ini selama bursa transfer tuh berhasil terus, karena memang dari atasnya juga memang sangat dikontrol sekali gitu, mana aja pemain yang akan masuk ke PERSIB gitu. Betul, ternyata aku baru tahu juga. Seru juga ya ternyata ya. Oke. Aku punya pertanyaan terakhir nih untuk Coach Robert, dan yang ini paling seru menurut aku karena ternyata Coach Robert ini punya buku baru. Bobotoh belum tahu kan? Atau mungkin udah tahu nih. Sekarang kita langsung tanyain aja ke Coach Robert soal buku barunya ya. Oke, Coach, we heard that you write a book. Could you please share with us about the book? Maybe is it about your tactic or experience, or maybe your love in jazz music maybe? Could you please share with us?
I think the book touches a little bit on everything. It's an autobiography. Actually, I was having this plan for many years already, but I was contacted by a journalist in Singapore. And he said, Robert, it is really time now that you start putting it out, what actually you went through and what is your experience. So we did it. I found a publisher in Bandung, Rosda publisher, and they have helped me tremendous with this so far. We are in the final stages of the book, and it is being printed now. The last mock session of it, and I think after Ramadan it will be ready to go out on the market. But it is a life journey, so it tells a story from when you were young and how you went into football and how football brought you into the big world and how you travel the world and how you get experience with that, not only in football but in life. And life experience is what we live for. And at the end, we're all gonna live somewhere else after we lived on the planet. And that is what the book is about. Enjoy your life and make the best out of it.
Wow, Bobotoh seru banget. Aku penasaran banget dan gak sabar banget nanti pengen nungguin bukunya Coach Robert yang akan ada di pasaran katanya setelah bulan Ramadan katanya. Jadi aku benar-benar nggak sabar banget pengen tahu, karena katanya Coach Robert akan nyeritain soal kehidupannya, soal pengalamannya main bola juga. Karena seperti kita tahu bahwa Coach Robert ini pernah main di Ajax Amsterdam ya teman-teman. Jadi kayaknya bakalan seru banget. Jadi bakalan tentang jadi coach tentang jadi pemainnya juga, pokoknya tentang kehidupannya Coach Robert aja yang bakalan pastinya seru banget dan akan ada di buku itu semua. Jadi mungkin buat bobotoh yang penasaran, nanti abis Ramadan kita akan bisa beli bukunya bareng-bareng abis ini ya. Oke, thank you so much Coach. Dan tentunya demikian juga bobotoh acara PERSIB Podcast edisi kali ini bersama aku Debbie Permata dan tamu spesial kita pagi ini Coach Robert Rene Albert. Thank you so much dan tentunya pantau terus media sosialnya PERSIB dan juga channel YouTube-nya PERSIB. Dan juga dengerin terus podcast ini ya. Thank you so much.